Do you want to know how amazing people connect? Well, you're in the right place. Welcome to Marketing with Russ, aka #RussSelfie.
Thanks for connecting. And if you like what you hear, please share.
Special shout out to our sponsors, Shortstop, Burger Shakes and Fries, and Independent Merchant Brokers. For more information on Shortstop's Hamburger Shakes and Fries, go to southpawspizza.com. And for more information on IMB, Independent Merchant Brokers, go to independentmerchantbrokers.com. Ta-da! We are here live on Marketing with Russ, aka #RussSelfie. I am remote this morning in a remote location in Albany, Oregon, a good friend's office. So thankful that I have great friends that I can work with and utilize this beautiful space. So here today live, and I'm really excited about my guest today, Tina Larsson, who's on. She was just recently on the Experience Live with Russ and Scott, and she killed it. She was amazing. So I can't wait to have her on today. Great energy. And I'm just so glad to have you guys all here today. You know, I got to be honest with you. I couldn't do this without you. And so thank you for being part of this. Marketing with Russ just celebrated the 200th episode. So now we're on our second 200. We have got, in fact, today, I forget, it's on the ad, but we're at 200 and something anyway. So yeah, it has actually been just such a blessing. Not only the wonderful, amazing people that I meet, and we are all about how amazing people connect. That is what I'm all about here. I bring on amazing people that are connecting in different areas of business and life. Because you know what? I'm a firm believer that marketing, the foundation of marketing is connection and community building. And these people are amazing that are connecting and building community in different areas of life. So super excited about being here every Monday and Thursday at 8 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time on Marketing with Russ. Did I tell you it's every Monday and Thursday at 8 a.m.? We'd love you to tune in, and also love to have you actually subscribe on YouTube, because when you subscribe on YouTube, not only do you get the past content, but you also get notices about all the future shows coming up. We broadcast on YouTube, LinkedIn, and Facebook every week. So love to have you there. And of course, the best way to get in touch with me is russhedge.com. That's right, russhedge.com. All the links to my social media, my email, my phone number. You can even schedule time directly on my calendar to connect with me, you and me. And you know that I am all about connection. And my goal this year is to connect with over 1,000 new people. So I'm super excited about that opportunity. One last thing I want to actually throw out there, tell you today, is I have an upcoming workshop that is amazing, and it's based on connection. It's called Successfully Transform Your Business in 3 Simple Steps. Coming up Wednesday, May 18th at 12 noon Pacific Daylight Time. You can find the links to sign up on that magically appearing in the comments as I'm saying it. And they'll also be all over social media. But on this show, there will be links in the comments to sign up. It's through Eventbrite. It's super easy. love to have you as part of that because it's going to be amazing, amazing material. So, okay, I think that is about all I have. And so now it's time to bring on Tina, and she'll make me look much better. Here we go. Tina, how
Hi.
you doing?
I'm good. How are you? Thank you so much for having me. And congrats on 200 episodes. That's
I
amazing.
know it. It is amazing. I know. And it's on the ad, so everybody can look at that. The ad for the show says how many episodes we're on now, but it's just amazing how quickly they go. It's because I have so much fun with people like you, Tina. It's just amazing. I get to make new friends and learn new stuff. And so great to have you here today.
Thank you so much. And isn't that the truth that we're on Zoom anyway, so why not have a podcast, right?
Yeah, it's true. Really, video, for anybody who's not watching, video is the wave of the future. If you want to know more on that too, go to russedge.com and talk to me because I would love to help you in your video, in whatever you decide to do, live streaming or whatever. But today we're talking about Tina. And Tina, first of all, I have got to know about all the amazing things that you're doing. Tell everybody where you are, what you're doing, and how you got to where you are.
Okay. So I am Tina Larsson. I am from Sweden. I was born and raised in Sweden. I moved to New York City in 1994. Started working on Wall Street. But that's not what I do now. So what I do now is I have a company. I'm the co-founder and owner of the Folson Group. We consult co-op and condo boards on increasing their property values by reducing their expenses. So we're basically a business consultant for a very niche market, the New York City apartment buildings operators. How did I end up doing what I do? It's actually an interesting story. So we bought an apartment. My husband and I bought an apartment in a co-op in a large apartment building in New York City in 2004. And right after the financial crisis, we get a letter saying that they were increasing the maintenance by 5%. What the maintenance is the monthly dues that are passed on, which basically represents the expenses for the building. And they were increasing by 5%. 1 year, that's fine. But it was for 5% for the 10th year in a row when there's no inflation. For expenses to increase that much didn't really make sense to us. With my finance background, I kind of went like, this doesn't sit right. So we got a few neighbors involved who felt or spoke with them, and they felt the same way. And we had a coup. Well, technically, we took over the board. We got a few nominees together, got majority of the board, and then our mission was to try to reduce the expenses. And when we were analyzing the financial statements, we realized that if you look at one cost, doesn't matter what cost it is, and let's say it's $10,000. Just one number in isolation, you don't know, is that high? Is it low? Is it normal? So we did what we know from Wall Street, which was go out and get other buildings' financial statements to put together a benchmark. And as soon as we had that benchmark, we knew if 10,000 was high, low, or normal. And we made some phone calls, eliminated some services, renegotiated some contracts, and we were able to save our own building $340,000 in the first 3 years.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow. That, that alone is amazing because the fact that, so many people just, it reminds me, people just forge through life. Same old, accepting what's coming at them. And what I love about this is you guys did not accept what was coming at you. You reached out, you connected with people that had good information so you could put together that benchmark. So you could even have the information in front of you if what was happening was right or not. And then able to do amazing things because it wasn't right, And I mean, I think a lot of times that's why we deal with so many escalating costs is people just accept the same old, same old. They just let things happen to them, and they're not really double checking anything.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, we didn't really know, but because I'm a general analyst on Wall Street, I had a good idea of how to analyze many different industries. So it was something that it's what I've been doing for the last 20 years.
But
But when we were out networking, how we actually started our firm was that we were out networking. You know how many people want to meet another financial advisor? Approximately. So I started introducing myself and I helped my co-op save $340,000. And you would not believe how many people said to me, they said, "Can I introduce you to my co-op board?" And I'm like, "Sure." I went home, said to my husband, "Do you think we got something here?" And he went like, "I think we do." Yeah. So that's how we started our business in 2014.
Well, it's all about the message, right? And I think that what you discovered, and you and I talked about that before. You discovered what really grabbed hold of people. Who does not want to save $340,000 in their co-op? And so it is all about how you deliver that message to people, what you're saying to them. You could have said the same thing. Oh, I'm all about helping co-ops be better and try to save money. And people go, yeah, okay, whatever. But when you deliver the message the way you did, they're like, woo. Plus, you sparkle while you do it. You're going with the big smile, and that helps too.
Yeah, it's all about the smile, right? Well, I'm very passionate about it. And one of the things that we integrate, so we take a holistic approach and look at all the different expenses in a building. So in New York City, doorman building, there are unions, building codes, etc. There are like hundreds of line items of various costs, but we look at all of them. And so it's a very holistic approach. And in some of the areas that are most common that we produce are heating and water and electricity. So that goes hand in hand with becoming a more sustainable building. And nowadays, the young generation, I mean, they want to live in a building that is sustainable. They are all for greening and the environment, etc. So it's a very good timing of our services as well.
Well, and let's face it, a lot of those things are pretty simple. I mean, you look at some of the basic things and the basic costs, and you just need to, by networking, connecting, and asking the right questions with the right people, you get information thinking, hey, we could save a lot of money in these areas. So I think that is amazing. So, and a lot of times, this is what I think a lot of people find when I deliver certain information that I have. Some people say, oh yeah, that's really simple. And my reply is, you're right. It is really simple. But why aren't you doing it? Same thing in all that you're doing. Yeah, a lot of the information that you are putting out there is really simple, but why aren't people doing it? Why aren't they taking the time? Are they just too lazy to take the time? Or are they just don't feel like they have the knowledge to do that? But you have proven, even though you had a good background in that, you didn't know that information. You just forged forward and got the information so that you could work from that. You need that base or platform to work from, right?
Yeah. And I mean, we are often asked, what's the secret sauce? There is no secret sauce, as you said. I mean,
Right.
This is pretty simple stuff, but we very often find, so one thing that we always find kind of interesting is that, so all board members, they're basically, so they nominate themselves or someone else nominates them and they get elected in. So it's kind of like a government. So there's all of these apartment owners and a few of them are then elected to the board. And then they act on the behalf of the owners. And they all have a regular job, they have hobbies, they have a family, kids, and the whole thing. So they don't really have a lot of time to know how buildings are run. And many of them have no expertise in that particular area. But you would be surprised how often we meet boards who don't even use the tools that they use in their business. So they have a job or a business, and they use all of these tools like you and I use, and Google Sheets and efficiency tools, Calendly invite. But when it comes to their volunteer position, most of them, not all, of course, they don't have their documents on a Google Drive, or they don't use the tools that they use in their regular business, which is kind of interesting.
Yeah, it is. I mean, sometimes you think people are just there to be there. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I'm just throwing that out there. I think sometimes people get complacent with what they're doing. Oh, yeah, I'm on this board, that board, building my resume, making myself look important. And I'm not saying everybody's that way. Some people may
No.
just say, I'm on the board and I have no time to do all the things that I do in my business. Who knows? We'll let Tina do it, because Tina can save us $340,000. So there we go. Well, that makes you even more valuable, though, because, really, we are all somewhat lazy to a point. And I mean that, it's just a fact. We like to have other people do things, but why not let people like yourself do things to help us that they're really good at and efficient at? So I may be more than willing to get on my roof and put a new roof on my house, right? But how many weeks will it take me? How hard will I have to work? Is it worth my time and energy? And then maybe I'll hurt myself or do whatever. Then hire somebody that's an expert at that has the knowledge and ability to do that. The same thing for you with people's condos and their expenses. They just bring you in, and then you can help guide them through that and make it easier for them, right?
Yes, absolutely. And it's like everything else in life, that having the right experts, that just makes everything so much easier.
Yeah.
We implemented a CRM system last year. We switched CRM system. How did I pick? I picked the one where I knew a person who is a consultant who will implement it for us, because it's just way too complicated, right?
Yeah.
So it's just easier if you have the right people who have that particular expertise.
Oh my goodness. Yes, I am a huge advocate of that. I'm all for hard work, but if you ask me to work on my car, it could be months trying to change my oil. And I just drive in there in 10 minutes. People know what they're doing. It's over, So, yes, this is where expertise and really utilizing people in the right way is so important. So let's back up a little bit and just have some fun. Now, you came over from Sweden when?
1994.
And so, do you mind if I ask how old you were when you came over, just to have an idea how long you were there?
I was 29.
Okay. So you had quite a bit of life in Sweden. And so give everybody just a little snapshot of what you loved about Sweden and why you decided to move to New York.
So what I loved about Sweden is that they're very environmentally conscious. And of course, my family's there. My parents and my aunts and my sister and her kids are still there. And I'm actually going to Sweden tomorrow to visit them all.
Cool.
Yeah. What I did, I grew up on a farm. I was a horseback rider. I was an equestrian, competed in horseback riding. And then I was 18, 19 or something, and I quit riding horses and I traveled the world, and I wanted to be a hotel manager. And I was actually on my way. I started in food and beverage, and the Sheraton so they sent me to a summer course at Cornell University Hospitality School. And then they sent me off. So I went to Cairo, Egypt, where I was the executive housekeeper and management. I was the first female management trainee at the Cairo Sheraton. And so I had a 2-year contract there. I had to learn Arabic in the way. And then I tried to make my way to New York and did a cruise, worked on a cruise ship in between. You know, working in the hospitality industry, it's so easy to work anywhere in the world.
Right.
They always need waitresses, right? Or
Yes.
bartenders.
Well, that's
So
amazing. You know, I almost did what you did as far as working on a cruise line or an airline at the towards the end of my college career. I kind of hit a wall and I wasn't sure, do I want to stay here, keep going? And I started grabbing stuff and thinking, I'm going to be, you know, this, I've got the personality. I'm going to be a cruise director, you know, and get on. And I was actually doing it when I met my beautiful wife, and she energized me to stay here in Oregon, finish college and get married. So there you go. So I changed all that. But yes, traveling the world, that's amazing. And all those things. You know, I get the pleasure of traveling the world this way via video, which is great. I get to go all kinds of cool places. I've been in your neck of the woods several times in person. Love
yeah,
New York. Love going to New York. Been there 5 or 6 times. It's been great. But I need to get over to the Scandinavian countries because I am Norwegian. And so if I had hair left, you would see that I'm very blonde haired, blue eyed, very Scandinavian looking like my family. So never lived over there. My grandmother was 100% Norwegian. So one of these days I'm going to make it over there. And, you know, I think this is what's amazing. All different types of people coming from different areas of the world, doing different things, but coming together and learning that by connecting, networking, and growing through life and then through business, we can accomplish amazing things. And you have definitely done that in all that you've done. And now you're living the good life in New York, saving people $340,000 every minute. And I
we
just think
are. We
I just
are.
think that's awesome. I really do. I just really like, this is a really good lesson also for people tapping into what they're doing that is really resonating with people. And that's what I like about you. Messaging is so important. And I said it before, but I'm going to go back to that. Messaging is so important. And you tapped into a message that resonated with the people and made a difference. And that's the reason that you've been successful.
Thank you. I
You're
think
welcome.
so. And I'm very passionate about it. I don't know if that shows.
It would be hard for me to see, is she passionate? Yeah, I think so. Yeah. So listen, hey, leave us with what you want people to really, really remember about you, and then let everybody know how they get in touch with you. Because, yeah, I mean, I know people listening right now are thinking, man, my complex has got to get in touch with her, because you can reach out to people anywhere in the world, right? With the information that you're doing.
Yeah, anywhere in the United States. We're
Okay.
only before COVID and before Zoom, we were only marketing in New York, but we can serve large apartment buildings anywhere in the country. And
Awesome.
anywhere in North America, should I say, including Canada. Mhm.
Okay. All right. Great. Well, that's good to know, because this show has a worldwide reach, and there's people on from all over. So I want to make sure that they know, if you need good information, you can connect
Yes.
today with our guest, Tina Larsson, and she can help you. So Tina, leave everybody with the what you want them to remember about today.
Okay. So my gift is helping co-op and condo boards run their building like a business. I am passionate about helping every co-op and condo owner live in a building that is greener, more sustainable, and more affordable. And I would love to offer you that we have some free tools on our website. There's a free tools page. I'm sure that our website would be in the show notes, but it's the Folson Group, TheFolson group.com. And of course, connect with me on LinkedIn, because I've been very active on LinkedIn.
Yes, you have. And in fact, all that information is magically appearing below you. And so people get that it is in the comments and in the show notes. And so, yeah, I really want to encourage people. This is one thing. If you want a great person and a good friend to connect with, Tina is your gal. I mean, we hit it off right off the bat. She's got a great personality, and I always joke with everybody, I'm lifetime connector. So Tina, you're stuck with me as your friend. And we've had so much fun now on a couple shows, and I'm sure that we'll have you back again. But I just really, really appreciate you today. And I just want to remind everybody, look at the information. It's all clickable, easy peasy to get to Tina today. So do that, consult with her. And I'm sure she would love just to have a conversation first to let you know all that they can do.
Yes, and we're here to support any and all co-op and condo owners who have questions about their boards.
Perfect.
And we'll be happy to navigate and help them. Yeah.
Perfect. Well, listen, I appreciate you so much for coming on today. And we're going to wrap the show up here, but thank you so much. And stay in touch. We'll be talking. Yeah. There's still people rolling through the comments here. So people, keep it coming. We're going to say goodbye to Tina. Hang tight in the green room for just a minute, and I will see you on the other side.
Yes. Bye.
Hey, everybody. Again, Russ Hedge here, Marketing with Russ, remote on location. Today, doesn't matter where I am. I still love connecting with people. I just take my MacBook with me and off I go into the world. It's a wonderful thing. Technology is amazing. It follows you wherever you go. And, I am so thankful for all of you tuning in today. And some of you jumping in here at the last minute. I want you to know how much I appreciate it. Tina appreciates it. All the guests that are on the show appreciate it. And, I want to remind you that we are here every Monday and Thursday at 8 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time. This week, we had a special episode on Tuesday. And if you missed that, you can go back and watch that. Please go and subscribe on YouTube. And I told you that before, but I'll throw that up there again. If you subscribe on YouTube, you get all of the past content as well as the new content. Also, you can go to LinkedIn or Facebook and watch, and it sits there as well. Remember, I'm at russhedge.com. That's right, russhedge.com. Every day, every year, every minute, I am there for you to connect with me any way you want to. All of my connections to social media are there, as well as the place to go schedule time directly on my calendar. So we're here always talking to amazing people who connect like Tina today. I want to thank Tina again for being with us because she is amazing. And make sure you connect with her. All of that information is there. I just want to say #1000 thanks, because it's so important to remember to be thankful and grateful every day. It is just vital to our existence to be thankful for what God has gifted us with, what we have in our life, our family, our friends, all that we've been blessed with. One last thing, I want to remind you again that coming up in later this month on the 18th, Wednesday the 18th, 12 noon, I have a workshop, Successfully Transform Your Business in 3 simple steps. It is great on connection. You do not want to miss it. Sign up today. You can go directly to the links that are here in the show notes and the comments, or find me on social media, however you want to do it. But you can definitely connect today. Just click on the link, go there, sign up today. You do not want to miss out. It is great information. It's an hour workshop, so it doesn't take a lot of your time. And so just wanted to remind you of that today. So I think we're about to wrap it up. I'm just checking the comments again before we go. My good friend Michael jumping in here. Saw that Kenny D was jumping in here. Joseph, so many great friends. So until we see you guys again, I just want you to have a great day and a great life. We'll talk to you soon. Okay, bye-bye.
Thanks for joining us for this week's episode of Marketing with Russ, aka #RussSelfie. Be sure to subscribe in your favorite podcast app so that you don't miss a single episode. Have an amazing day.